Alright, so the goal here is to stay in solitary confinement.
Spending over 500 hours alone in complete darkness with the world watching your every move. This is exactly what YouTuber Normie is doing as I write this video. People started first noticing him and he began streaming some of the dumbest and most dangerous challenges ever recorded. One of his most infamous stunts was his attempt to stay awake for over 260 hours, which is nearly 11 days straight, which can quite literally kill you. During that stream, he started acting strangely, losing focus, slurring his words, and even experiencing hallucinations.
Don't listen to the loud voices of loud mouths, listen to the voices of the...
And his audience saw the impact of the challenge on his health. So Normie's content usually follows a similar pattern. He sets up a risky challenge, streams it live, and invites his viewers to see him struggle through the discomfort and danger. And just last month, Normie started what would become his most extreme and unsettling challenge, a month-long live stream where he locked himself in a completely dark room with no natural light, minimal sound, and little interaction. For over 20 days so far, he has isolated himself from the outside world, only showing a faint outline of himself through a night vision filter.
I'm gonna miss Halloween, I'm gonna miss my birthday party. You know what, originally I was gonna go out drinking on my birthday.
He was left to face the mental strain and isolation that comes with his challenge. No clocks, no distractions, and no idea how much time has passed, all whilst thousands of viewers tune in day and night. His only connection to the outside world were the occasional interactions with his viewers when they would donate through text-to-speech. But even those were sparse. Their goal was to see if he could endure the full month without breaking down or leaving the room. The challenge tested not only his physical endurance, but his mental resilience as well. And as the hours passed, Normie's behavior began to change. Viewers reported seeing him grow more withdrawn and erratic, without a normal sense of day and night.
I would fake it. If there was a way to fake it, I swear on my life I would fake it. I would rather fake this than actually do it.
His sleep patterns became chaotic, and sometimes he would just stay awake for extended periods, pacing back and forth or talking to himself in a barely audible tone. Other times he would sleep for long stretches, curled up in a corner as viewers watched silently. The impact of the isolation started to show in his facial expressions and his restless movements and his occasional mumbled words that hinted at possible hallucinations. Then, at 458 hours into the challenge, he'd really start to lose it mentally. Normie appeared to be struggling more visibly. He would sometimes stop and stare into the darkness, as though listening to something that no one else could hear, and he spoke to himself more frequently, his tone shifting from calm to anxious. At one point, he even mentioned feeling a presence in the room, which obviously scared his viewers and led to even more people tuning in, eager to see if he would break under the pressure. On the 7th of November, things went from bad to worse, as his mental state seemed to be declining rapidly when he actually started to eat his own door off.
Someone called Fun Games is saying bad things pretending to be me.
As Normie now approaches the final days of the challenge, his health and mindset seem increasingly more fragile. Some fans urge him to stop, worried that the prolonged darkness and isolation were pushing him too far, but Normie is determined to see it through, insisting he could finish the full month-long stream, as he has actually done and beat similarly stupid challenges, like as I said when he attempted to stay awake for over 264 hours. And in that challenge, which took place just in August, he aimed to break the world record for the longest time without sleep, and during the live stream, viewers witnessed Normie's gradual decline as sleep deprivation took its toll. At times he would just fall asleep involuntarily, only to be jolted awake by his brother Don, who assisted him throughout the challenge. Don employed various methods to keep Normie awake, such as splashing water on him and engaging with him in endless conversations. As the stream progressed further, concerns for Normie's health escalated. Viewers viewers flooded the chat with messages urging him to stop, fearing the potential long-term effects of such extreme sleep deprivation. Like, dying maybe. Some even attempted to get his location to send medical assistance to him. Despite these warnings though, Normie persisted, determined to reach his goal. Guinness World Records has ceased recognizing sleep deprivation records due to the health risks. And ultimately, Normie's no sleep challenge was cut short when YouTube itself intervened, removing his live stream after more than 250 hours due to the concerns about his well-being. Though completely unfazed, Normie continued to stream on other platforms, including Kick and Rumble, until he reached his target. Following the completion of the challenge, he slept for 38 hours straight, live streaming the whole thing to his audience. And Normie's no blink challenge is perhaps one of the strangest and most uncomfortable of the stunts today. The idea was as simple as it sounds, to keep his eyes open for as long as humanly possible, no blinking and nothing to relieve the pain. And what started as actually quite ordinary quickly spiraled into a tense, nerve-wracking test for both Normie and the thousands of viewers watching. In the first few minutes of the challenge, Normie looked calm and focused, his eyes wide and completely open. He joked with his viewers about how easy it seemed, laughing off the concept of eye strain. But as the minutes ticked by, the tension started to grow. His eyes began to water, redness began creeping in, yet he pressed on. The strain was visible in every twitch of his eyelids, every flinch, as his body fought against the overwhelming urge to blink. The chat was filled with mixed reactions, as some viewers were cheering him on, while others begged him to stop, worried about the damage he might be doing to his eyes, as he could quite easily just go blind from doing this. By the time he passed the 1 hour mark, Normie's face was full of determination and discomfort.
Why? Blimey, Harry.
He's going to make it.
Magic solutions to their problems. Now, we're best left alone. At this moment, the boat...
No!
Though even after failing literally minutes away from beating the record, he kept going, kept pushing himself beyond what most sane people would endure. As he then approached the 2 hour mark, his resolve started to crack. His eyes fluttered, his jaw tightened, and his entire body tensed as he fought to keep them open. Finally, after an hour and a half, he had done it, beat the previous world record of 1 hour and 31 minutes, and was now the no-blinking champion. The challenge itself left him exhausted, with raw, aching eyes, and a look of relief. It was a small victory to keep his eyes open that long, but one that showed how far he was willing to go to keep his audience hooked, even at the cost of his vision. The No Blink Challenge became a defining moment for his channel, drawing in so many new viewers who couldn't look away from the painful spectacle he was willing to endure for their attention. Subscribe for more videos to watch while you eat.